Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Please excuse my English because I'm not a native speaker and I'm trying to do my best. So my channel will be mainly about crimes, criminals, scary stories and other things. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me in the comments below if you like the video. So in today's video we will be talking about Raya and Sakina, two sisters who were famous in Egypt, in Alexandria, exactly in 1920. These two sisters committed one of the most heinous crimes in the history of Egypt. Drugs, prostitution, terrifying people, killing women to steal their golden jewelry, many other crimes. In fact, they weren't alone. They were helped by their husbands and two others. Raya and Sakina started their crimes in November 1919. At the same time, the city was in a mess, which allowed the gang working, or let's say killing, without any punishment. Raya got married to Hasballah Said Marei, and Sakina worked in a prostitution house until she fell in love with a man. You hear me say Sakina or Sakina because I don't know exactly what's her name, but never mind. So Raya went to the souk, that is an Arab market, if you don't know what it is, and chooses the victim who has the most jewelry, who has the most golden stuff, and she starts to talk to her, to get closer to her, and she suggests some pots and pretends that they were sheep. So the victim follows Raya to the house, where she kills her with the rest of the gang, which are her husband, her sister and her boyfriend, and two other helpers. In mid-January 1920, Zainab Hassan reported to the police station of Alexandria that her 25-year-old daughter was missing, and Zainab said that she was afraid that her girl was killed. The second report was in March, done by Mahmoud Marei. He said that his sister, Zanuba, went missing, and even though he mentioned that Raya and Sakina were the last ones who were seen with his sister, the police didn't suspect them. Then, a 15-year-old girl reported to the police that her mother went missing. And this girl also mentioned that the last persons that her mother met was Raya and her sister. And many other reports of missing girls and women. That's when the citizens of Alexandria started worrying and knew it was serious. In December 1920, a police officer found a corpse of a woman. And the scary thing, that her body parts were separated. The police officers were shocked and confused because they weren't able to know the women. After that, a man called Ahmed Mursi Abdu reported to the police station that when he was digging in his room to get water, he found a human skeleton in the house that he was renting from a guy who rents rooms of his house. And one of his clients were Sakina, and she rented the exact room where the skeleton was found. After finding it, the police started looking for an evidence that leads to the suspect. An officer smelled a strong incense smell from a room that Raya was renting, which made him suspect her. And when he asked her, she said that she did it to eliminate the smell of the drunk man her sister was bringing home. As I mentioned before, that her sister was working in prostitution. But her words didn't convince the officer, and he ordered to empty the room, cut the smell of the incense, and start digging. That's when the musty smell came up, a smell that no one can handle. And they found a corpse of a woman. That's when Raya panicked, and they took her to the police station. And when they continued digging, they found another body. That's where they found Raya's husband's stump, that he might have dropped it while burying the body, since his role in the gang was burying the victims. Raya confessed after finding the third body, and then the police started digging in every room these two criminals rented to find many other corpses buried. Also, they found many golden jewelries and money. And what's surprising, that one of the most important witnesses was Badia, the daughter of Raya, that she demanded protection from the police before saying anything so that her aunt does not take revenge on her. And when they promised her, she said that the two sisters were a tracking woman and their husbands slaughtered and buried them. On 16th of May 1921, Raya, Sakina, their husbands and their helpers were all sentenced to death and 5 years of prison to the jeweler who bought the victims' jewelry. And that's when the peace returned to the beautiful Alexandria. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will try to improve the quality of my video in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.